What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been probably almost 2 weeks since I've touched the camera. If you guys didn't know, I took a week of vacation. I went back home to Wisconsin to go visit my mom for her birthday. And then it was, I mean, if you guys are anywhere Midwest, and you guys know you got an early winter already, so I had nothing to film while I was up there. Plus the car that I was supposed to be using was in the shop, and the shop ended up playing games, screwing us over a bit, or screwing my mom over. So I didn't have anything to drive around, so I really didn't have anything to do besides hang out with my mom, which is totally fine, but I, because of that, didn't film anything up there. So this video, I was gonna try and do some stuff today, but I don't know if you can hear the wind around me. But we got some rain. It's been raining on and off all day. Finally just caught a dry spot so that way I could come out here and actually start this video. I was going to do more of an update style, answer some questions that some of you guys have posted up on my Instagram, and give you guys a bit of an update on both cars as to what's coming up and what's going on with them right now as they sit. I'm going to jump right into the Del Sol right off the bat. So any issues as of this moment? No, keep blowing off the blow-off valve, popping it off because the gasket O-ring that I have is just a little too thick, so I'm working on shaving it down little by little, and then when it pops off, I trim it a little bit more, and so on and so forth. And this last one seems to be tightened up pretty good. But other than that, I'm just still working on turning down the boost a little bit. So nonetheless, it's pretty good. So if I can't control the boost that much by the actuator, I will just get a boost controller. Not a big deal, just don't want to spend the money if I don't have to. Some things that I got waiting to get the money for is some new headlights, so that way I have matching headlights and clean headlights, new fog lenses, or auxiliary lights as they're called on here, because this one's totally just resting in there, broken. Paint and body is something else that I want to try and do here pretty soon. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I gotta fix the dings in the door and whatnot, and but one of the main issues that I'm having right now, just like every other Del Sol owner besides tree guts, is leaks. So obviously rain, it was leaking, so you can see my seat's disgusting. That's just dried water from, like, water stain from before, and it's just no bueno. So if you guys have any Del Sols, you know exactly my struggle that I'm going through. But the issue that I'm having, more or less, is my leaks are coming from the seams here where the panels meet in the front, and then where my bolts go in back here, there's two pieces of sheet metal that overlap, and it's leaking from there as well. So my concern is I gotta try and figure out how to take these clips off. I don't know if I have to take the sail panels off or this thing off, third brake light cover, to pry those off or slide them out, but I don't really want to mess with it today because it is raining and I don't want to get caught in the rain since I'm not exactly in the best covered environment or a garage. So that's gonna have to wait for a sunny day where I can just come out here, take stuff apart, try and fix it, pour some water on it without worrying about drenching myself with rain. But other than that, the Del Sol is good. I want to get some new headlights, new auxiliary lights, new carpet, new seats, and a steering wheel. So nothing really mechanical is going on with it. And as for the Del Sol, or Integra, it's covered up right now. I'm having some issues with the window sealing against the frame, or against the body. Yeah, pretty much where the door meets the window right here. It's not wanting to seal right, so I got some water that comes in right there, and so I just threw the tarp over it. But other than that, this thing's good to go. I do have some hard race rear camber arms to put on here. That will be its own video though, because I want to give a special thank you to the donor for those. And, I don't know where my snap-on or my rolling stool went, so I'm using this little crate to sit on. But I'm gonna go through and answer some questions real quick that you guys had posted up on my Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to be a part of these anytime I do them, then go ahead and follow me at ChrisSadowski. Usually pops up in the beginning of the video somewhere anyway. So I'm just doing this as I have them on my Instagram here. So first up is the Lazy Man Garage. He's asking, can we make your visit for the 14th, which is a Saturday in December. So if you guys didn't already know, and this is kind of like my invite, be sure to clear it up with Lazy Man Garage if he wants you to, but I'll be going out to Lazy Man Garage's house for my birthday, which is December 17th, but that's a Tuesday, so I'm going the weekend before, which is what I thought we had already agreed on, Chris. So yes, the 14th is, yeah, that's totally fine with me. So if you guys would like to come hang out with us, I'm going to be coming out there with the welder and helping him weld on his front end onto his CRX. His yellow CRX, if you guys don't already follow him, was just too far gone. He really tried making the best of it, but it is just basically rust with a little bit of metal here and there and some nice parts slapped onto it. So he got a better shell. He just needs the front end swapped over. So coming up after that is K24 Emiliano, and he's asking, when am I running the Integra or the Del Sol? Well, I mean, they're pretty much even, so I guess either or, but, you know, the Del Sol I think would put up a better chance, because, I mean, I obviously got the K20, you got the 24, I don't know, I guess whenever I'm feeling ballsy enough, because I really just don't like street racing. I don't know, I don't really like that type of adrenaline, but I don't know, we can go have some fun one of these days. We both got to have the time off and both have working cars at the time, I suppose. So then Mr. Twin Turbos 8 is asking, how's the Hero wing holding up? Honestly, with proper maintenance, it's held up great. I've had it for, shoot, almost 3 years, 2.5 years, and I have zero issues, zero sun fade. Granted, I do have it ceramic coated, and I wash it and cover it in the summer, especially out here in the Arizona sun. It gets brutal. I don't know if you guys can hear this wind behind me, but it's pretty brutal, and my tarp on the Integra is flopping around pretty good, so I apologize for the wind noise if there is any, and it's getting chilly out here. So I'm gonna move on. So Young Daddy BMX is asking, what's it like living in Mesa, Arizona? Well, Mesa, specifically, depending on which part of Mesa you're at, is sketchy. The other part of it's decently nice. I technically live in Apache Junction, which is the next Providence over city, whatever you call it. And AJ is nice. It's chill, it's away from the main city area, and it's a lot of snowbirds, a lot of seasonal people, and a lot of retired people. There is a lot of tweakers out on the other side, but my specific area is just retirement and old people anyway, so it's not bad. And Lil Sess is asking, what's next on the cars? You've done a lot, but it's ever changing in a good way. And yeah, I totally agree. You know, I'm just one of those people, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are too, where good is never good enough and there's always ways to improve. And a lot of you guys think my Integra is super mint, super perfect, but I mean, just looking at it now, I can see a lot of things that I already don't like about it. Nothing crazy, but it's just my little things. Obviously, I'm the one that looks at it every day, I'm the one that drives it. Same with the Del Sol. Like, one of the biggest pet peeves is that was my mistake from not using paint promoter on the plastic. Paint adhesion promoter. So it's like little things like that that really drive you crazy, you know. But as for what's next on the cars, I think I kind of just went over that at the beginning of the video, but nothing too big coming up soon, because I really need to put some money away. I can't do anything crazy to either of the cars, because trying to daily drive one or the other of two modified cars isn't exactly the easiest thing. Granted, the Del Sol is reliable minus the bad turbo issue that I had, but now it's like the issue of, you know, when can I drive in the rain? Can't drive the Integra in the rain. It doesn't have windshield wipers. This thing leaks. So I want to save up for like a CRV or something, just something practical that I don't have to worry about, and I'm not going to be tempted to modify, you know, because that was supposed to be this thing, but I mean, shoot, I wanted a Del Sol forever, and yeah, then I kind of ended up doing all this to it. So yeah, not too much coming up big project wise for a little bit till I can get something else going. Alright, so Bubba ESF Buds BBS or whatever, he's asking, since having boosted the Del Sol, is there plans for boost in the future for the K-Series DA? No, there's not. I really don't think I ever plan on boosting the Integra. If I do, it'll probably be a while down the road. Obviously, I don't intend to sell it ever, but just it's my toge car, it's my weekend car, it's my car that I can take from here to New York and back reliably and not have to worry about it. The Del Sol as is, yeah, because it's low boost and stuff, I think it'd be just as reliable for the most part, but then there's always the oiling issues, the extra oil and water lines that I got to worry about, whereas the Integra is just get in, turn key, and go, and that's really it. I mean, obviously not the most comfortable car, having a fixed back bucket seat, loud exhaust and stuff, but it will definitely get me from like here to New York and back with no worries. So no, I don't think there's going to be boost in the next couple years, at least for the Integra. So Honda Vlogs is coming up with a tech question actually on my camera. He's asking, what lens do I usually use, and does it have autofocus and image stabilization? And it does. It is a Sigma 10 to 20 millimeter. It is a old school style lens, so it does have autofocus, but it is noisy. So it's a wide angle as well, 10 mil. So that's why the camera is only, I don't know, 2 foot and a half away from my face, and it looks like it's way back here. So if any of you guys were also wondering, but it does have autofocus. It is just noisy, so I usually keep it on the infinity setting, or I usually focus it and then I turn autofocus off so it doesn't keep going, because the motor in the lens is pretty noisy. And image stabilization, it does have that built in, but as well as the camera does, so it's pretty smooth. And then congratulations is asking what setup do I use for vlogs. So my main go-to camera is obviously this one that I'm filming on, and it is a Canon Rebel SL2, which is a awesome camera, especially for the price. It does 1080p at 60 frames at 32 and 24, and it also, you know, has a wide variety of attachments you can get to it. Obviously a bunch of different lenses. I've got 3 different lenses that I usually use. I use the Sigma 10-20, I use the Nifty 50, which is a Canon 50mm with a 1.8 aperture, or f-stop or whatever. And then I use my Canon, 18-135, which is a great zoom lens, especially for the price. They're pretty cheap. And then I use a Rode Video Micro. So it's like 60 bucks, I think, but it obviously gives great audio. It's a shotgun mic, so it is directional, so I have to be talking straight towards it. Otherwise, if I'm pointing at stuff and I'm talking behind the camera, I usually have the mic set up right next to my mouth, so that way you can get clear audio. But very good, very cheap, not very cheap, but good budget vlogging setup. I really recommend it. And then that guy with the red Del Sol, he's asking if I'm coming to HondaDay, is Elite Tuners. I don't know what that second bar means, but if I'm coming to HondaDay, which is some event that I just heard of a few days ago here in Phoenix, early December. Oh shoot, that's like really close. I figured it's already end of November. Yeah, I really want to finish cleaning up the Integra. I'll take that, because the Del Sol, obviously it's not very pretty, especially interior wise. The interior is kind of gross, honestly, with the seats being stained, old crappy Del Sol carpet, you know, good stuff. But the Integra, I think, is just more, I don't know, me, I guess, inside and out. And it's obviously what a lot of you guys out here that follow me want to see anyway. So I will be sure to bring the Integra, assuming I can get in there. So I'm gonna just end that here, guys. So now you guys are kind of updated on what's going on, where I've been, if any of you guys are even wondering. Like I said, it's just took some time off to go hang out with my mom. And yeah, anyways, guys, do what you love, forget about the rest. Videos coming up. I got some video ideas in mind as for non-car stuff, but non-car working related type stuff. And then just little things on this, maybe a few things here and there on the Integra. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, turn on post notifications. And guess we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.